Hey guys, welcome back to FACEITtv. You're tuned into the first ever QuakeLive Sunday Cup, and as I say that, to the right of me I can see Strengths moving. So we do have one player back for this semi-final between Strengths and God, but whilst we wait for God to get back to his computer, I know there's been a couple of you asking in the chat about the brackets. What we can say is that, you know, although we have launched into open beta, the FACEIT platform, not all the features are currently activated yet, and this week we are going to be allowing more of you access, so those of you who do sign up will be granted over the next few days.
Yeah, it's just we're gonna like let guys in slowly at a time. Obviously by next Sunday it's going to be a lot fuller and complete, but we are going to be able to embed brackets onto the other page, and it should be okay for you viewers to see those brackets.
Yeah, basically the embed function is going to be news websites, anyone, you know, Frankster.d, I don't know who else covers QuakeLive or FACEIT but wants to, you'll be able to embed the brackets eventually once we get to that point, of course. But next weekend I'm sure you'll be able to log in and check the brackets, and as well for this tournament we will publish the brackets straight after the event, or, you know, by tomorrow, and you'll be able to check those out if you do want to.
Precisely, you guys can see how it's going to go down. We did have about 112, 113 guys playing. I think I just saw, God is actually back. But yeah, we had over 110 people participating in today's cup, so there's really a lot of people to look at on this bracket. So should we let them go now? Actually, God, I don't even need to say anything. He's ready up already. We just got to wait now for Strengths, and actually we are going to go live immediately. This is going to be map number 2 between Guard and Strengths. This could be the deciding game to see who goes to the grand final to compete for that money, and here we are on Guard getting that mega health. Gonna grab shotgun and edge towards that top end of the map for the rocket launcher, but actually he's going to peek around, get himself a yellow while he's at it. He's got to be careful here in case there's an LG up the top area.
Yeah, meanwhile, of course, we did see the red armor go towards Strengths as well as the other yellow armor. And because of all the health up on the map at the moment, you would say that Strengths is in a stronger position at the moment, especially with the LG below him as well. He's going to be able to comfortably pick up this red armor. And it seems like Guard has got broken sound. Maybe he's put his headset on the wrong way. Did you know Fox apparently used to play with backward headset?
Really?
Yeah, left to right, right to left.
Did you play with an inverted mouse as well?
I couldn't tell you, but some of my old teammates played with inverted mouse, and it was like, I don't know how they do it. It's like mind blown when you watch it.
It really is. I can't handle it. Guard's coming back. I guess he's had to fix something. Oh, he's immediately back anyway. So that's kind of unfortunate because you've got a pretty good spawn.
I don't know, man. I still would have pitted Strengths to be in the better position. You know, like I said, with all the health.
He's got the LG.
Well, the LG, but no, more because he's got the red armor, he's got a yellow, and then on top of that, although he's only got 100 HP, he's also got access to all the health on the map, the 50 HPs, the 25 HPs, the 5 HPs, even the shards. He has access to everything.
But you don't need all of that when you've already got your 100 health. I mean, it wasn't that bad.
If you get into an exchange, you can back away to the health, whereas with the Mega, if you get onto it, you have a bit of an exchange, you can't pick up the health yourself, so then you don't get the time on the health bubbles. So I think in general, straight off the bat, at least here on Lost World, I would definitely prefer the red, but I guess that's where it's nice to have two different caster perspectives.
I don't know, it's fairly even my opinion, but definitely if you're an LG player then you would be in an advantageous position. I think that's the biggest point there, really. Has Guard managed to fix it?
Looks like, we have seen him go ready. So for the second time here in the FACEIT semi-final, Guard vs Strengths. Map number 2, Lost World, take 2. Strengths off the spawn.
He's going to get the rocket this time. The Guard getting possibly a worse spawn. He gets a yellow armor at least, but there we go. A really quick frag off the beginning. Strengths making it 1-0. That's not what Guard wanted when he needs to tie the map score up. So Strengths gets 2 major items, and he's probably going to be edging his way over to that LG, and Guard jumping around. What's going on? Surely he's going to go down soon, but he's actually done a considerable amount down to the line, and he's even going to tie things up. I have no idea how that happened, but I think Strengths just missed everything with those rockets.
Yeah, I mean, it's very hard to fight around stairs in QuakeLive. You do get the clipping effect, of course, with the rockets when you connect with them, so very difficult to connect with those shots, and, you know, fortunately for Guard, he just basically flew over everything.
Yeah.
1-1, yeah, indeed. Mega health will be going eventually to Guard, and the question is, where is Strengths right now at the moment? We've got 8 seconds until red armor, 5 seconds until the yellow just above him, and it looks like he's going to be quite happy just to drop for this red. but he still needs a rocket launcher. Oh, Strengths is going to be caught in midair with that LG. And actually, this could be a great opportunity now for God just to push out to middle map and get hold of a rocket launcher. He's also got a yellow armor, so this is brilliant. And that mistake by Strengths is certainly going to cost him, because this could mean a couple more frags. Because right now, God can pick up everything on the map.
Strengths is just running around. What on earth is he doing? He's going to go down once more. 3-1. He looked lost there. So Strengths, sorry, you're in the wrong place. Is God going to aggress even more? He might even go to this yellow. Strengths looking for the lightning gun, but he's surely going to go down once more. Just one more ball of lightning is going to grab the kill. Red armor up. It turned from absolutely horrible start for God to something quite incredible. Impressive recovery there, especially that dancing around the stairs. Definitely was the pièce de résistance there.
Yeah, just 2 minutes into this one, that 3 frag margin already. We've seen Lost Worlds out, we mentioned earlier today. Can be a very low scoring map, but at the same time, if Scott is to keep this up, we could see it go completely opposite way. If Strengths keeps running out with that MG, we're going to try catching him out with this LG now after that rocket jump. Strengths will steal away that red armor. God has nothing. I'm actually going to switch over to Strengths here to see what he's got at the moment. 60 and 41. That's going to make it 90 as well. And we've got plenty of time before this red and mega. So Strengths actually in a very good position, because he has middle map, and he also has the position to push back God from both mega and red. And you can see the grenade popping out there at teleport exit. Probably gives him an inkling that he's either above mega health or back at the bounce pad, and you could see the connection there. So he knows mega's gone, and so far for the time being, just feeling each other out.
Yeah, Strengths has managed to recover quite a bit, although because it's such a it can be such a heavily defensive game. If God really chooses to just play defensively, he could hold on to this for quite a while. But obviously, Strengths knows how to think about his opponent and where his opponent wants to be. He is gonna try and outsmart him and find a way to get to him. And is that the second time? I don't know if he fell off that on purpose. It seemed a little bit strange.
That's a quick way to get onto red armor. And, when you look at how much armor he's got, it's not the worst decision in the world.
It could have been.
So probably intended, maybe. It also gives you a surprise.
On the bounce pad, Strengths. That's a nice rocket jump, but the God was going to try and get the LG to finish off the frag there, but it's going to be the MG in the end. Interesting improvisation there by Strengths to try and get out of that. But in the end, he probably shouldn't have gone through to that center map. And God, he could pick up one more here. This is spectacular stuff from him. 6-1. I thought this would be a pretty close game, but I wasn't expecting God to take such a dominant lead in map number 2.
Well, it's just the early game, isn't it, where Strengths just pushed out with the machine gun to lose a few frags, and that's effectively created this margin. I think realistically, you can probably say this is a 2-frag game had Strengths not made that mistake. So. Right now we got red armor up on his butt. God will wanting to drop for that, to top up that armor, pick up some more grenades. We've seen them spamming those out. If we have a quick look at the scoreboard, we can see there's been a few grenades, 18 right now for God, so definitely comfortable with firing off that spam, and even if it's just to give you an idea of where your enemy is rather than dealing damage, that's something gained. As, we see a bit of an LG battle going on. He's going to force Strengths away.
God's even laughing at this. He's enjoying this so much. He really likes being in the lead against Strengths, and a lot of people do have a nice competitive spirit against Strengths, and especially when they see Strengths not doing so well with the lightning gun. That's people tend to enjoy that moment a fair amount.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with LG as well, you can be very good with LG, but a lot of it is based on position and forcing your opponent around the map, and there's a good example of trying to at least push it onto a frag as we make this 7-1, and a bit of time before this red and mega as well. They're certainly separated in as much as God can get both of them. But where is Strengths? Currently above the mega. God should leave red up and just secure mega now for himself, but he doesn't have time on it. That's going to steal away. Is there any yellows? I'm going to switch over to Strengths to see if he can find one to pick up. The question is, which one has God moved to?
He needs another weapon as well. He's been blocked off from the lightning gun. He heads down towards yellow, but now in this plasma gun room, just avoiding a fair amount of that grenade damage. He's got the LG now, and bouncing God in the air. God, he can't get down, and it's going to be another frag. And off the spawn immediately, it's going to be one more. Great stuff, and God is still typing. Maybe he should be busy focusing on what to do. Off the spawn, he's going to jump onto that mega health. It's a good steal, and one more could get the kill, but he's not going to make it. Strengths just about holding on to his life. Yellow armor gonna be his. Gonna head over to center map. He still hasn't got himself a rocket launcher, and he just sees the smoke whizzing past him as God grabs it, and he almost knocks him off of that platform again. And Strength actually wants to jump down for another frag, but God is going to take it. Nice retaliation, and he is going to keep that score difference at 4. Mega Health is going to be up soon. He might even hang around for it for a while, or is he going to try and search for Strengths? The Strengths is left the area. He wanted to get that rocket launcher, but God decided instead of getting Mega Health, he's just going to deny the weapon. Unless he's got it already, of course. No, he doesn't, but he will have it.
Yeah, he's got it now. He doesn't have much armor to his name, but that red is can just fire off a bit of spam toward that entrance to make sure God doesn't come out and challenge him, put a direct rocket to his feet. They can get busy to finding an opening. Like I say, it's always going to be difficult on this map to just charge through a corridor. It almost feels like Strength has to almost switch roles and play the defensive card and then...
Oh, nice. He gets the frag. 3 a difference. I thought God may have been able to get away there, but he wasn't quite able to. Oh, he can't get the defensive plays. Strength is making it back exponentially. Red armor is going to be his in just a second. God gets to, well, the scraps of a yellow armor and is now going to have to play defensively. Gets the LG out, but maybe he should just think about getting the hell out of this situation. Strength manages to finish the kill off, and it's only 1 a difference. It doesn't feel like a long ago it was 6 or 7 a difference between these two. And God, he's got to step back. This could be, this has happened before in a Lost World game between these two in a Zotac Cup a couple of months ago. God had a really solid chance of winning, and he just threw it away by being over-aggressive.
Yeah, definitely. And we're just over 2 minutes remaining. Strength has all the time in the world now to not only deal the damage, but almost wait for the shot. As long as he gets it and even forces it into overtime, if he keeps this current map control, this is what he would need to push on for the victory. Just wait for the shot. Look at God, I mean, he has nothing, so waiting isn't going to be a problem. And I think his Strength's going to be by this at the yellow, or is this going to be taken from God? I mean, God's actually going to be able to keep that one up, so maybe a minor mistake there, but, still, God doesn't have a rocket launcher, so if Strengths does come charging through, where is Strengths?
I don't know, he's hiding, he's got a massive stack, he's lurking around. He wants to fight, he knows he's got time, but God's actually managed to pick up a fair armor stack as well. So Strengths, the fight's not going to be that easy for him, but granted that he gets the first roll of action, it shouldn't be too bad. But God, he's got to be on the move now, he's got to be so careful, and Strengths is on the hunt.
Yep, just over 1 minute now remaining. Time is slowly, or actually quickly running away. We're going to see an exchange of LG. Strength should win this one. The shotgun's been switched out, 58 HP. One more shot's going to find the frag. He will manage to get it as well, and this could potentially have sent us here to a 3rd map. Has God done enough? 52 and 50 to his name. 50 seconds remaining. A lot of 50s, but what I do know is that there is a yellow armor up for grabs. This should be a frag. The plasma gun is okay from Strengths, but it's not quite enough to shut God down, and actually did manage to get the yellow as a result. The charge comes in with those rocket launchers, but still God getting away.
That was so intense. I cannot believe God managed to get that frag. It looked like Strengths had the upper hand with the lightning gun. He did, but with some crazy shotgun work and dodging around the corners. The spectacular play there by God, and it looks like he might even have got this map through and take us through to a tiebreaker. Big props to God there. That was some massive play going on there. GG is called by Strengths. Fantastic Lost World game on today's Cup.
Yeah, final score 10-7. God taking that one. Thank God as well. I definitely want to see a 3rd map. Looking at stats just quickly. Wow. 22 yellows for God. Wow. 6 reds and 7 megas. So you can just see the side of the map he played on, and how he's now taking that to his advantage. And damage as well, just dealt an extra 800 almost. So brilliant play from God. And Strength saying, well, you had your luck, and actually God is agreeing with him. He's not going to argue against it. He feels he got. I think that dodge was great. I don't think Strength had a rocket launcher where he could have tied it up, and if he did, then he would have been able to easily pick up the splash damage to get a frag. But that was so insanely clutch and furious. Is it furious? I think this was the default map. Yeah, so and this is a really one. I mean, Strengths was one of the strongest players I've ever seen on Toxicity. I would I'd find it hard to believe that he could lose it almost, but at the same time, God just played so great on Lost World. The difference, however,
it's a
is that
different type of game.
Yeah,
really.
and there's a railgun on this as well, and look how Strengths performed on Aero Walk.
There's a completely different style here, and
Closer to Aero Walk, definitely, and that's what Strengths managed to take. So.
And again, I don't know how God's really going to have to do it. Is he going to be denying the lightning gun? If he gets a kill, is he going to be just rushing over to that way, assuming the Strengths wants to pick it up immediately? It's going to be a mental game, and I want to see God bring out some heavy railings to compete, and maybe even out lightning gunning him.
Yeah.
Because that was quite amusing when it happened on Lost World.
I mean, God in the chat was saying it's very hard to push Strengths, and Strengths was saying he just hated the situations where he thought he was going to win, and God just came out on top. But here we go, final map here in the semi-final. The winner goes through to the grand final to secure themselves $25 minimum. It doesn't sound, as great as $100 if you actually win. So there's a lot up for grabs here.
That's right.
Got to go in strong to this one as we're watching God.
Yeah, God here, he's picked up a rail gun. He's got plasma gun as well, but it's not much to play with. Lightning gun, finally he picks up all the selection that he needs. Red on the next, nice rocket, but actually one just as brutal got returned by Strengths, and God's got to be very careful here. He's looking for this yellow armor to spawn, but a great rocket there by Strengths is going to get the first frag, and a red armor straight away. Mega health soon. God is going to try and stop him. He does, and hits a nice rocket, looking for the ones on the teleporter exit, but isn't going to make it. He does run back. Strengths is going to get some 25 health levels, make himself feel a little bit better, and is edging around looking for some. Oh God, it's just sneaking around the corner. Very slippery play there.
Yeah, I'm going to actually switch on to God as I do that grenade to the face of Strengths. You can see already this death pit from God. He's actually making it work to his advantage though as he finds that first frag, tying things up 1-1. We've got Mega coming up soon. God's going to be able to take that one for free. No opposition from Strengths, and plenty of time until the next yellows as well. That Strengths of God can just rain down some rockets. But
nice there, my God.
Yeah, but I mean, Strengths did quite a bit of damage there. Actually, it might be enough here. If, God's not going to have enough to drop down to that red armor. He can maybe push in and deal some spam at distance, but I actually think Strengths is in the better position, so back on our Strengths.
Yeah, narrowly. He gets that red armor. Puts him, okay, he didn't take much damage at all. God even just selected, so okay, just machine gun, that'll be fine, I'll get some damage. God trying to push him away. Mega health is going to be up in a couple of seconds. Strengths is going to try and sit on it, and God, look, he didn't have the right weapon out and lost a big opportunity to do damage, and Strengths is just going to finish off his health and tie the game up once again. Red armor in hand, going over maybe to the other yellow, but too late. God's going to approach him, and I think God was under the illusion that maybe he's lower than he actually, thought he was. And nice conversion again by Strengths.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of time before these next items are up as well, so Strengths just has to be careful that he doesn't go down in the next 3 or 4 seconds, because if that's the case, we would see a nice spawn from God. But God won't have too much to his name switching onto him, or trying to get on the red armor, but he has to be very careful. Yeah, eventually. Strengths is coming in and railing down toward him.
Oh, that was an optimistic rocket.
But like I mentioned earlier, if you do find a frag in this game, as long as you're in the sort of middle area of the map, you can pretty much hit everything, every spawn, every pickup. You know exactly where your opponent is moving from, moving to, probably going to move to after that. You just so much prediction you can do playing this map when you're in control. And you've got to be feeling good at the moment if your Strengths.
Absolutely stacked right here, 200. I'd like to see him maybe just invested that stack to pick up a frag. God going on that 50 health bubble, and Strengths actually getting knocked down. It's fairly good for God. He's got a little bit of position, but he's hanging around maybe a tad too long. But even though he's got that red armor up, if he could get under rail there, it would have been perfect. He's not able to. Strengths picks up one more, spreading it to 3. He's looking for more shots, and God needs to do something. He needs to retaliate and stop Strengths picking up all these items so frequently. Mega health up again, and there it is. God actually going to stop him. He's just about going to get onto it. Strengths was low. What a great rail. Red armor up in just a moment. He's going to get this. Strengths is just hovering above him. He's hoping not to get shot by that vertical rail, and that may have crippled him. He needs some health bubbles, and Strengths does not want to let him get any. He's gonna move over here still. He's looking for any 25 health bubble. He's got 4 HP. Anything can really kill him. Finally, he finds one somewhere. Red Armor and Mega going to spawn at a very similar time. Going to get another. Finally, he's probably feeling a little bit of relief from getting that. Got to be careful here for the Red Armor. This could be a bit of a trap if he tries to go through with it.
Yeah, I mean, Strength's just keeping position, waiting for the opportunity. Mega, is already picked up by Strength, so he doesn't have to worry about anywhere else on the map. There's a brilliant direct rocket. God should be able to back away from this one. Strength's doing smart to go and dive on toward this yellow armor. He knows he dealt quite a lot of damage, 48 to 83 at the moment here for God. And with this Mega and Red coming up, it's unlikely that he'll get either of them. He has to get a ridiculous rocket or a ridiculous railgun, or both of them, if he stands any chance.
At the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, nice by Strength. Guard's going to go back to basically a starting stack, so that Mega, even though it's going to save his life a bit, it's still nothing really good from it. It's a yellow at least, which will help him a bit, but he should edge back a bit. Maybe he has some rails or something. He doesn't want to go close range to that shaft. See if he can just get a bit of as much as you can even get on toxicity. Got a shaft right there. He's going to edge back. That rail really needed to hit, and shots like that. I wish he would have maybe kept up one of those health bubbles, because it's him that's going to be needing to pick them up more in the end. Mega health in just a moment. Is he going to try and push Strengths off it? He's going to try, but that shove is going to push him back. And look, where's that 25 health bubble? I wish I left it up. Oh, the rail almost coming out. Nice move by Guard, but Strengths doesn't go for the Mega, and he is going to spot Guard's bluff and take that 6th frag.
Yep, looking good at the moment for Strengths now, especially we're just entering 4 minutes now remaining. There should be another frag as well.
Whoa,
God actually kills himself. Yeah, 6-2. Just trying to force the spawn there, Strengths, I think, toward the red to pick up an easy one. I'm not entirely sure. But that said, God doesn't look too bad himself. He's got that rocket launcher in LG. What he needs to back away. The problem is he doesn't really have too much armor. The shots are going to help, but Strengths just patrolling the middle of the map. Like I say, if you can hear everything from there, that's exactly where your opponent's going to end up standing in control and being caught out, unfortunately for him. So now 5 frag deficit with, things starting to look dim.
The amount of times I've seen Strengths now with a stack like this is insane. Guard's not doing enough sort of peak damage between items, and this is why Strength is able to stack up so much. He's got to hit rails like that, but he's got to hit rails like that a lot more frequently. I don't know what his rail accuracy at the moment. We're checking a bit maybe. Strength is rocking. Strength isn't really relying on his rail at all. He's just getting up close and personal with that lightning gun and a rocket launcher, and it's working out very nicely for him. Guard here trying to push him, but he might be the weakest frag. Oh, he tries to go for a rail shot, not going to hit. Strength picks up a yellow armor, and now he can maybe cycle through another yellow and red. It's actually very similar attitudes between the two players, but I feel like there's less.
Strengths is just patrolling the entire upper side of the map. God doesn't really have any wins or outs and winning jerseys. It's just a single item with a Mega or a yellow, and that's just quickly stripped away from a Kyle who's just pushing item after item, getting the health along the way. That is a nice frag though, which will assist things. No armor, just the Mega. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Red armor coming soon. Guard needs to start winning pretty much all the major items. That rail's really nice. That was an amazing vertical shot, just hitting his nose, and he finds Strengths off the spawn, but those rockets are pretty painful. Nice rail. That is definitely going to slow Strengths down. He looks for one more, but he can't get the kill with it. That rocket's so painful to Guard's potential comeback here. Still 2 minutes and 4 frags. It's okay, but Guard sitting on Mega with 5 seconds to go. This is risky, very, very risky.
The question is, does Strengths think he needs it? He's obviously gone to red armor, so he's going to let it go. But, like I keep saying, if your opponent has no armor but health, it's very easy to find the frag. That's really what Strengths is gambling on at the moment.
Oh, he's going to get in there. He can't make it. Strengths falls into the acid pit. But he's going to get the frag, and he's going to secure him a good portion again, or maybe not. That rail could slow things down for him, but he finishes it off with the lightning gun, and it's starting to become darker and darker for Guard. One more, he got taken down to about 6 health before Strengths made it onto that 50 health bubble. Mega health up in a second. This is, again, Strengths being massively stacked, and possibly with one yellow behind him. He could be unbeatable here. No, Strengths being careful not to get telefied this time. And Guard actually making his score go backwards. Oh, nice rockets. He does get at least something for it. And Strengths is typing. He's So you can take it seriously and type?
I mean, you can afford to type now. It's you got 1 minute left, 6 frags. I mean, it's very unlikely, especially when Strengths is going to put out, shots back and forth as guard charges around this map. Because it's so small as well, it's very easy to drop off ledges or dive into whatever that is, toxic waste. Self-kill, effectively.
Oh, if he got that shot there, it could have been a frag. Mega health is up.
5 frags, 5-second respawn delays. We've already exceeded 30 there anyway, so this is pretty much good game. And our first finalist, or second finalist, sorry, or this one is going to be Strengths.
That's right. So Strengths versus Pavel, guys. There's something not unheard of at all. It's gonna be interesting. I wonder how it's gonna play out between the two. I mean, history tells us that Strengths does have the upper hand, but Pavel, he's been getting so good recently. We see him at DreamHack. He's going to be at Adroits. He's playing so much.
Yep.
I'm not going to be surprised if we see some upsets. And but very good game between Guard and Strengths. A 3-mapper, excellent stuff.
Yeah, awesome. So we just want to see if we can get straight into the server for the grand final.
Yeah, I'll find out right now.
There's probably been a little bit of a wait for our first finalist, Pavel. So hopefully he's not gone too far away from his computer.
Yeah, I hope he's probably been studying Strengths.
Yeah, has he been in the server?
Monitoring his performance.
Yeah, he's been in the server, so he's been watching. Yeah. Maybe we'll play on here, actually. 40 ping plus... Well, Pavel's got 155, is that right?
It doesn't sound completely right.
To a German server. It sounds odd anyway. I guess we'll see.
Let's have a look.
But guys, if you just tuned in, I know it's the grand final coming up now. You may not have watched the early parts of the tournament. Make sure you check out FACEITtv. We've just launched into what can be described as open beta, but we're sort of slowly going through the process of enabling all of you guys signing up. So if you haven't already, sign up and we'll approve you over the next week or so. And obviously as well, the brackets we're going to be releasing after the event, for this event, and in the future you'll be able to get on the website, view them, and also embed them onto other streams or other websites. So all of that functionality is coming. If you have any feedback about the stream or the event so far, maybe you want the tournament format to be a little bit different. Not the map pool though, because you can vote for that on Facebook.com/FACEIT community.
That's right.
But, about anything else, then go on the website and leave some feedback, or even in IRC to
contact admins. Talk to them. Say what you like. We compile all your thoughts, see what we can do to change things, and just make things better for you guys at home and the guys who want to participate in our cups. You know what? When I go back home, I might play a few face and goes. I'm actually really looking forward to that. Yeah, I might test my luck. I've been practicing a little bit. I think I got some skills, maybe.
I don't know.
Some people might argue against that, but
I've always been. I thoroughly enjoy watching Duel, commentating Duel. I think when I've been playing actively, I think I have a good overall concept of what everyone's supposed to be doing and how the maps are supposed to play out, what players are supposed to do. But if I had to play QuakeLive, it would only ever be TDM.
Yeah,
TDM. Oh, CTF. I did enjoy my days of CTF.
I like CTF as well. I can handle all three, really.
I'm a team player, I think. Well, a team player that is allocated to take everything on the map, so that
yeah, just give me everything, and you guys just watch me. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Someone's got to do it. Yeah. Someone's got to run the quads.
Yeah, the carry.
Yeah. Well,
you wouldn't want Darius doing that after all.
Well, yeah, what people don't know is that when you have an internet connection that warps, then getting all the items on the map and the quad, you kind of by default,
Yeah, it's a bit of an advantage.
A monster, which is.
But that's not what you were thinking of. You just wanted because you're
of course,
you're obviously the best on the team.
Oh, of course, I was the best one.
It's fine. I knew that.
There wasn't a reason, honestly. No, the thing I love about TDM is that everybody has to contribute. So, you've got quad damage after time. You've got other items on the map, red armor. You have to coordinate with your team.
Some weapons.
Yeah, and I just love the fact that every 2 minutes you've got a power up that you have to coordinate to attack. And it's not just about going to the item and positioning yourself in time. It's about going to the item, either getting into the room first and then positioning your entire team on all doorways in TDM, or figuring out how to get into a room and take out the quad damage. It's those kind of things that I really like, the mind games and the different kind of clashes of all play styles in a team and how it all fits together. So TDM is what I like. And
there's going to be TDM Nations Cup as well at the Adroits LAN next month, so if you guys have got a team together, then maybe you could think of going. I think lots of people want to make a physical presence at this place.
Yeah, and I think also on the FACEIT.com website, we've got already 2v2 implemented. I think it's live. You can sign up to 2v2, or maybe it's still
you guys who have got in, then you can definitely crack away and start your games. You can invite your friends. There's a chat system on board that you can look at, the dashboard as well, so you can challenge guys on your friends list or just people who are online. They're also just looking in the tournament area. You've got the different game formats, CTF, TDM, 2v2, whatever you fancy. Map pools there.
4v4 TDM is better than 2v2, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Just wanted to get that out there.
2v2 is almost a crime in some ways, but some people
4v4 can be good. 2v2 can be good. It's just, I think it's almost like those, you always, only a few times do you get close 2v2 games.
And it's really one of the hardest game types to master as well.
But I would also...
in perfect synchronization with your teammate. At
the same time, the mindset I've got from 2v2 has been watching top 2v2 teams play against medium 2v2 teams, whereas with FACEIT, you're going to be able to play against almost anyone easily.
You can decide your opponents.
Yeah, you can decide your opponents, and you're going to have even skill matches. So actually, 2v2 in that respect could be pretty good. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to give it a go anyway when I get back.
I think some Russians have been doing quite a lot of it as well.
Yeah.
I think Pavel plays with Fortune, I believe, and he recently won a cup against... I wish I could remember, but recently won against a cup against 2 lesser individuals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll call it that, shall we?
Yes, we shall. Yeah. Pavel is moving around at last.
Yeah, we got Pavel moving. I need to... I don't think I've sat up for the last 2 hours.
Yeah.
During the break we did actually.
I don't need to with these seats. These seats are awesome.
Got some water ready to keep me going. It's been good. But we have got Pavel moving, just waiting for strength. I assume he's taking a quick break because he's literally... I mean, he had connection issues at the beginning of the tournament or halfway through at least.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened with that.
So Hero's just been playing consistently, so he'll be taking a bit of a breather, but hopefully we can kick things off sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've got all QuakeLive you want to play yourself.
Exactly, they all do. I mean, so Pavel wants a Swedish server, but yeah, I mean afterwards really, hype to play the game. Yeah. I'll definitely, maybe I'll have a game here. We'll play on LAN together, 1v1.
Well, we need to get everything working okay first.
He's scared.
Yeah, we can play Blood Run if you want.
No, anything but.
Yeah? No game, I only play Blood Run, sorry.
We'll do it blindfolded, okay? Yeah.
I'll do Arrow Walk, okay. I like Arrow Walk. But everything else I suck at, so...
So those are the 2 maps I suck at. So
I like playing this in CPM actually with air control. I imagine it plays quite well in PQL.
How about we do DM1 or just
DM1? We should play. You've got a laptop. I think there's other laptops around. We'll play with touchpads.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that
That's how it goes. We have to play with default config as well. Yeah. Yeah. We'll base it on who gets the higher MG accuracy with touchpad. Oh no.
That would be an interesting fight actually. Yeah. I'll just like.
Can you imagine? The next FACEIT tournament, you can only we invite people over, but you have to play with touchpads.
Yeah, I'll just unplug like an Ethernet cable and hit you while you're stood still.
Yeah. We'll put it in small text. Players probably won't read that anyway. So.
It looks like Pavel's left the server anyway, so I'm gonna see where they actually plan on going to. I'm gonna ask the admins.
Strengths is still here, but Strengths is AFK, so whatever. But hopefully it won't be too long. For those of you giving comments on IRC to myself, Zoo, or any of the admins, I do thank you. We are able to change things slightly in our commentary to hopefully make things better. I think this is like the first event we've actually casted together. I think we casted like
first game we've casted together in about.
I think we did Zotac 100 maybe a couple of games, or maybe
really?
I don't know.
I don't know how you remember that.
Because I haven't done much QuakeLive. That's why I remember that.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. No, I don't. The amount of Zotacs I've done now, I can't remember. Hopefully, as more FACEITs now will happen. Yeah.
Well, it has to be. You're the face of FACEIT.
The face for FACEIT? No.
Yeah. Challenge your game.
I wonder how many word games you can play with this name.
And challenge your game. I think there's quite a few.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see if we can get any into the final. Why not?
Aha, we have a server.
Awesome.
It's working. Shall I write down the password here and hope that you can read it?
Could be useful. Yeah. Hope. I pray.
I'll do it. I'm going to write it in hieroglyphics. Yeah.
What is that? I have absolutely no idea.
That's ancient text.
I'm not even...
See, that's a Z and a Z and a W and a...
Really? No, you're trying. I'm just gonna type and guess the way forward. But yeah, hopefully it won't be too long, guys. So make sure you stick around. You actually probably got a couple of minutes. So if you want to go and get yourself a drink, some crisps, maybe a bit of a snack, prepare yourself for the final. It is a best of 5. Yeah. And yeah, prepare yourself for this final. We should be underway ASAP.
Yeah, for sure. I'm on 7 now. Hopefully, Strengths is working up, and he's psyched. He's done the bulk of the work. He's got to the finals. He's got money in the bag. But
is that really ZZW? Sorry to interrupt. Are you trolling me?
It is definitely.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right, so the guys are on the server. I'm just going to. This is fine.
Nah, man.
Guess what? We're definitely not having one of those things where Strengths is debating the server. It's definitely not happening right now. This is not at all.
Okay.
You need to complete your online training. You should have done that before you got here.
I know. What can I say? No, but it's the wrong password. I don't know. Like, I can't.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's impossible. Stop doing that. It doesn't make sense. Okay, I'm going to guess again. Fine.
No.
What?
Why are you?
You said it
wasn't actually ZZW.
Oh, okay. Well, I asked like.
You really think I'm going to give out the password on stream?
Well, you didn't give the second half of the password.
Does that look like? I wish I could hold this up to the camera.
You're making it sound like a married couple now. Yeah. Okay, we're in the server. Okay, right. So hopefully these players are going to get ready to pick their map order. I assume it's going to be pick, whatever for the final.
Yeah, I presume it's going to be pick. Favorable maps, I think. Pavel. She is a pick. That's a good question. I'm going to check the rules, because if it is, then Pavel's going to want Blood Run ASAP because he doesn't. Yeah, because Strengths does not approve of.
Yeah, whilst it might be best of 5, obviously you have to get to that situation to use 5 maps. So if you can get it over with in 3, that's definitely something I want to do. But we're still having some connection issues, so I don't know whether we're going to be switching servers again. We'll have to see. Hopefully we can get things sorted straight away. But
yeah, I'm just reading right now. I'm so curious about these rules. Maps.
Okay. Well, while you figure that out, guys, if you haven't already, I know FACEITtv is a nice cool source, but don't forget esreality.com. That is pretty much the main hub for Quake, you would say. It's not been updated in God knows how long in terms of like layout and design, but it has all the features you need. Has live streams there. Actually, that's an important one. It has live streams, and we will have live streams implemented, I believe, into FACEIT in some form, but I can't give any information on that. I'm just a commentator after all. But long story short, if you want to catch up some Quake streams right away, then you can check out esreality.com in the upper right. Definitely check that out. Also, don't let me forget reddit.com/r/QuakeLive or the QuakeLive subreddit. Don't promote that thing enough. Reddit is a great source. So if you have any funny moments, demos, videos, get them posted on there. People will upvote, I'm sure.
I should really use Reddit a lot more, because actually there's quite a few subscribers on there now. I mean, maybe 6 months ago or so it wasn't so popular, but the people are there, and I logged onto it for the first time a few months. I was like, whoa, there's loads of topics. I should be checking this like almost as frequently as I check ES Reality.
I remember, I think it was DreamHack, one of the DreamHack events that I was there doing. Reddit wasn't used at all; it was brand new, and we started, advertising it, and then all of a sudden it started exploding, and I think it sort of died down a little bit after a while. I'm not really sure why, but definitely
people should use it.
Definitely use Reddit; it's awesome, and. There's still moaning. I think Strengths right now has got about 75 ping.
Yeah, that's
Pavel's got 68. I mean, this is the thing. There becomes a difference when you go from playing for fun to playing for $100 first place, $25 second place. You want to get to the best situation possible. So if the players can, argue a little bit with the admins and the other player, they're going to do it because they're not on LAN.
That's true.
They want to win at the end of the day. First FACEIT Cup, I'd want to win if I was in Strengths' shoes. So I can't blame him.
Second FACEIT Cup, I'd want to win. Third FACEIT Cup, I'd want to win. Maybe the fourth. I'm not sure about the fifth, but I could get around to it.
I think the fifth, I'm busy. So the sixth maybe. But okay, I think maybe the Strengths wants to play on 2 servers each, so we'll see. Okay, so what we might end up doing is one game on Russia and 1 game on France.
Yeah, well, I mean the admins are trying to resolve it, but let's just wait until we've got a solid conclusion over what's going to be happening, because we can probably debate about where the servers are going to be all day. I know that strength's good, so
yeah. Wow.
I think Pavel wants to get on with it, to be honest. I think
Strengths is going to want to get on with it as well. I mean, I don't even know what time it is anymore. It's gone.
No,
it's gone over my head. But you know, I'm sure, like I say, they've probably got Quake they want to play themselves. So, Strengths mentioned ESWC qualifiers. I'm going to assume that is for Shoot Mania, perhaps. They're trying to balance both games, which I think is possible. I do both. I don't really see why it affects your game. I mean, Shoot Mania is just insta-gib.
You do like 20 games, in fairness.
Yeah, okay, 20 games. Something. I like to play everything.
I can name maybe 16 of them. I don't know.
Pretty much any FPS game. Yeah, I guess you probably
League of Legends.
Yeah, well, I'm not very good at those kind of games. I get carried hard.
You're good at FPS games?
Well, I like to think I do. Like, tell people what they're doing wrong, refer to it as commentary. That's kind of like my
that's your
tagline.
Slogan.
Yeah, even if they're better than me, go with it anyway. It's the most fun part sometimes, just talking bad things about the players in lightheartedness, of course, because they know they're better than me.
Yeah,
especially a player like Strengths and Pavel.
Yeah, so we're just looking at the map picks here. Strengths is I'm surprised Pavel doesn't pick Blood Run. It says Strengths picks Aerowalk, Pavel picks Lost World, and Strengths then picks Toxicity. So Pavel, I mean, Blood Run and Lost World, they're kind of his two best maps here. So his second pick is Blood Run. So obviously he definitely favors the Lost World ahead of the Blood Run. And that does mean that Furious Heights would be the potential tie-breaking map. So I think, let's have a look. Yeah, I mean it looks fine at the moment. And I'm just asking them if they are ready to go, because these guys looks like they've eventually concluded the servers, and I think map 1 is going to be ready to go. Strengths did pick Aerowalk. He fancies some fast.
Yeah, so welcome everybody to FACEITtv. We're here for the grand final of the first ever QuakeLive Sunday Cup with myself, NVC, alongside Zoo. It is Strengths versus Pavel in a best of 5. First map is Aerowalk. Check out FACEIT.com whilst we see him pick up this red armor. He's also got the LG. He is looking very good at the moment, but what we do know is that Pavel has that rail.
Yeah. Pavel's definitely going to be using that to slice through Strengths a little bit, but at the moment it looks like he is being sliced. Strengths wanting to finish the job off with a bit of lightning gun, not going to be able to. How long is Pavel going to be able to survive on such little health? Not very long, evidently. That rocket launcher is going to put Strengths in the lead by 1-0.
Yeah, he's looking good at the moment, just waiting for the shot toward the jump over at red armor. If he can hit another one, that would actually find the frag. Look, 38 HP at the moment for Pavel, so we'll probably see Strengths just sit around. He doesn't actually need to take any of these items yet. He has time to waste. At the end of the day, we've got yellow armor up on the map, so he has nothing to lose, as he will pick up the Mega and then hit the railgun onto Pavel as he backs away by that yellow armor side of the map. And this is an awkward situation. We saw it earlier on in the tournament, a player trying to play out of control with absolutely nothing, and a player like Strength just running the map, every single item. Is it possible for Pavel?
I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be able to run Strengths. He's going to be playing on this side of the map for a long time, and he can only hope that Strengths really overextends himself and he can get round to red at the right time. He might be able to jump onto Mega Health. He's not going to be able to finish it. Or is he? Strengths, he just picks up the Mega. That was a really, really ballsy move. He just about got that done. And Strengths on the other side, he's still on 100-100, but Pavel in position to pick up this red armor. Really nice play. I didn't surprise, even though he goes down there, that was still a good move, because Strengths is not completely stacked.
Yeah, but at the same time, he was able to pick up the yellow armor. I want to quickly, again, I saw the POV switches, guys, but switch over to Pavel to see what he's got off the spawn. He's got a rocket, LG, and railgun. He's got everything he needs, but the problem is he's not going to be able to get on this Mega. He needs to try and deal damage and back away. The green armor's going to help. You can see the spam coming out from that LG. It's not going to be enough though, as Strengths will be able to push through for that frag. We've got the red armor spawning behind him. This will be another one for Strengths. Look at the HP he has after these fights as well. And it wouldn't surprise me if eventually we see the situation where Strengths can just leave the red armor up to look to deal damage to Pavel, because right now he seems a little bit lost.
Yeah, a little bit. He's put some nice rockets onto Strengths. There's ages until any items. If he can find maybe another bit of rocket splash or a rail shot, then he can open up a little door and try and push him off another major item. But you know what, Pavel could surprise me. This is another big fight. Strengths getting some LG on. He's gonna get mega health. Oh, a direct grenade and a rail from Pavel. He could pick up a frag, but it was the last rail counts, and Strengths was the one that hit it. 21 health onto red armor. He's vulnerable to a rail still. He needs a health bubble.
Yeah,
and Pavel, he misses that shot that was so important. And he's, that too late now. That health bubble got picked up and Strengths is no longer vulnerable.
Yeah, I mean, already we're seeing a situation where actually, wait a second, as we see another frag come out from Strengths, 6-0. But after every fight, yet again, Strengths is just in a position to deny those items, force the spawns at positions on the map that just give nothing to Pavel. And right now, it can Strengths be stopped, as he will take this mega health. Yellow's up on the other side of the map. This will be another frag, surely. Pavel's got to be low. I want to switch onto him and have a look. 22 HP. Find some health bubbles, but it's only a matter of time until he goes down now. And there's the round 7.
And Strengths getting to enjoy those shots, smiling away. Red armor up next. He does pick up one more. Pavel hanging around just a bit too long. And the rocket does come through. I was worried for a second that Strengths was going to stack up after the mega to 200. But Pavel is making sure he's getting those nitty-gritty shots in here and there. Mega up in a second. Pavel tries to walk forward, but the lightning gun is going to push him backwards. I think I was surprised at the green armor. Was that Pavel? I'm not sure. Red armor up, so he's got position. Strengths eventually gets up the staircase. This is a tough position, and I feel like maybe Pavel should have stayed at the top of the steps, slide down some rockets, and again he's just getting picked off so much. Strengths has managed to keep tight control on this map all the way through these 4.5 minutes. I'm wondering how Pavel's going to be able to pierce this spree of control.
Well, right now he literally is just dying in the most unfortunate of situations, and I mean it's very difficult not to die here on area. We'll just be brutally honest. This could actually be a good move from Pavel. He's putting down a 64-17, but look at this. Red armor's not up for another 2 seconds. Did Pavel get the LG? Yes, he did. The 225s are going to assist him as well. 12-1, and that's exactly what he needed. Perfectly timed death. A bit lucky, of course, I'm sure, from his view. It's like, oh my god, I've got red, I've got LG. But still, working out in his favour now, and let's see if he can push on through. He needs to find some 50 HP to assist him so he can fight at this mega.
Yeah, absolutely. Strengths here, edging his way up to the lightning gun. He's got his weapon of choice. Mega health up in the moment. It's going to be a trade-off with the items. Pavel trying to hit a rail shot. He's trying to hit more. These are such tight angles that he's going for. Still, are there going to be more rockets from him? Strengths going through the teleporter, trying to pick down on the side, and Pavel is just almost getting confused. Strengths going around him in circles from all this teleporter moving. He's actually looking for more damage. This could be a bad idea. He does a lot of damage, but Strengths is just going to regenerate everything he lost there. Great rail. This could be an opener.
Mega's coming up though. I think Strengths should be able to back away. One more rail would finish him off. The frag comes out though. Just keep bearing in mind the times on the left-hand side of the screen every time a player dies, relating to the items available on the map as well. There's just nothing ever for Pavel, but 9 HP for Strengths. Surely going to find this frag. Is 4 minutes enough though to find 14? That is the question. Probably not, because it's now 15.
No, you can't have red. Strength's going to do a nice sucker under the 100 armor. Yellow armor's going to be next, but he might, I don't know if he's going to challenge for it. He might just look for the shots on the side. Look at this, he's going to pick up his 19th frag, and maybe off the spawn he can get to that 20 mark. There's a nice rail. Pavel actually going to steal away, and he's going to go for the gauntlet. Strengths actually wanting to return fire with the same weapon. Nice shot there, and yeah, I think this is going to be an impossible recovery for Pavel.
Yeah, I mean the question now for Pavel really is, this is a best of 5, and the next map will be going to is DM13. Does Pavel want to continue playing this map or forfeit out and get straight to the next one? Does he feel confident in his aim, in his ability right now, or does he need to keep practicing? That's what we'll have to see in the next 3 minutes, whether he'll actually continue on.
He usually likes to do that, so maybe he won't. Maybe Strengths will get some kind of frag that will just make such an outburst that he won't be able to focus. But he gets one frag, so he's going to feel better at least after that, even if it doesn't mean he's going to get near the 20 frag mark.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, just if you get a few frags, string a couple in a row, it builds some momentum for yourself. So not only does it really, help your game going into the next match, but it just sort of gives you that boost that you perhaps need.
Oh, the trails, the strength, eventually Pavel gets him down, but at a huge loss. Pavel onto the armor, gets another frag there. And still heading down. Strength says, grenades, you want any of them? Pavel says, no, I just want some more frags, and I want to eventually get over to last 12. You've got to say, he's doing a pretty good job at getting these spawn frags. Yeah. That was a really nice one there.
11 in 2, that's what? That's a good amount of time.
That's a frag every
spawn delay.
10.77.
I think with spawn delay, it's still a little bit too much though. But we'll keep going with it. You never know. It's cheeky.
It would literally be some kind of record if Pavel managed it. I think Destruct and Zero like the think of on Hectic.
Yeah, Hectic.
Which is where I think it was a 14 or 15 frag comeback that was made.
I really like that map. It's sort of like back and forth. It's kind of like what Aerial can be like. Unfortunately, today in this cup we've seen it go one way or one way and then the other way, but not one way. We've not seen the.
You phrased that so eloquently.
Yeah, there's no other way to put it though, is there? Really? That's how hectic it can be on Hectic. So.
The Strength's backing off. I mean, he doesn't really have any.
I can't imagine this really.
Pavel's getting to the double digits at least. Maybe a bit better about that.
1 minute warning.
But Lost World, it's got no railgun, but it does have the lightning gun that Strengths is a big fan of, so he's definitely going to be feeling good on that map just because of that.
Yeah, but right now we got
they are
35.
playing on.
LG Pavel, sorry, 36.
Yeah, this is but they are playing. I was about to say they are playing on a higher team than they may be used to. So 70, it's pretty equal. That's another frag there for Pavel, and
I mean the damage isn't. It's pretty close considering. Just a difference of 700, which in the swing of things, really. In terms of the items that we've seen these players pick up. But 15 seconds remaining, we'll see what the final score is going to be in the first ever FACEIT QuakeLive Sunday Cup. Number 1, grand final, best of 5.
Pavel's got some catching up to do in map 2.
Yeah, indeed. 20 to 13 then, Strengths taking map 1. And Lost World to come. So don't go anywhere, guys, as I... boom.
Yeah. Here we go. And I wonder if they're going to choose the same server. I think Strengths might be alright at playing on this one. I mean, it looks pretty steady, so
yeah. I guess we'll see. I mean, the decision was to either do the 50-50 split thing, and obviously we didn't see that, so I can't imagine it's going to come into play now, so I'm sure we'll just stay here. Both players are pinging relatively high, but it's just another reason why we need more QuakeLive LAN events.
Yeah, for sure.
We see these players at good form online, but we don't see them in, top, ultra, amazing,
past.
Yeah.
Pavel, at DreamHack Summer, I think in the quarterfinals he went against Cypher and almost 3-0'd him.
Really?
So
that's what I mean. Like
that's pretty worthy.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's definitely capable of beating players like Cypher, but. When you don't have that situation when it's in the semis or in the finals, and you can never really tell, can you? Because you've just got to wait and find out, and hopefully one day we'll see that happen.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's have a look quickly what is going on.
It looks like the players, again, Strengths just wanting to change servers. I don't really understand. Both players have got equal ping.
These guys really love each other, by the way. Pavel and Strengths, they're best of friends. Play with each other all the time.
I have to check. You never know. It's difficult. But hopefully, are we seeing him move? Strengths has been inactive 3 months. I find it hard to believe. So I'm posting on Facebook the other day that he was going to start streaming some QuakeLive again, and I think I saw him.
He did for a little bit, yeah. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't.
Who knows?
I'm not going to argue that with anybody. But you know, Pavel, nothing would please him more in the world than to do strengths in the best of 5. It's almost like his life ambition is to just humiliate strength. The amount of times they faced off against each other in the grand finals of the Zodak is numerous, week in and week out. But anyway, it does not matter. We are going to get into map 2 of the grand final of FACEIT Sunday Cup number 1. We're on Pavel off the beginning, getting that rocket spawn. Might think about going towards Red Armor, and he does drop down. And maybe it's going to get... Oh, wow, this could be great. Unless Strengths is really quick to get over to Lightning Gun. And he is, actually. So Pavel maybe will regret going there, because now he's below 100. But a great rocket is going to set things even again. And Strengths is just jumping down all over the place. Is he waiting there? He is waiting super early for Red Armor. Pavel's dropped down. He's got Red Armor for him. This should be frag number 1. A little sort of air rockety kind of thing going on. But a great start indeed for the Russian.
Yeah, brilliant bounce with that rocket. That's exactly what he wants. That's the opening play that you really try to push forward with. Got that bounce, and it's an easy shot for a frag. And once in a moment, the Mega will go to Pavel. And we got a bit of time before the yellows as well. I want to have a quick look at Strengths before I come back. 102 to 65. We're on 157 to 39 right now. We've got Red Armor up. Strengths will take it, but that's a significant amount of splash coming out. And a good amount of LG as well. So both of these yellows will now go to Pavel. Strengths won't be able to contest for it. And I have a feeling as well Pavel should be able to get back into open map as well to hold position for these next 2 Mega and Reds.
He's good, actually. Strength swings his way past, and he could pick up that other yellow armor. Red is going to get picked up as well, and Mega as well is going to be up for him. So plenty of resources on the map for Pavel to take. Strengths, on the other hand, going to get another yellow, 100. So he can run out. He's in a position where he can participate in combat and not be completely crippled immediately. So up at the center map, watching out. Pavel is actually going to be there waiting for him. And he edges away over to the other yellow. And Pavel's letting him take so many of them. And wow, I'm surprised that Pavel didn't actually fall off the back end off the top platform. And Strength is going to move back as well. And it's just dropping down. Oh wow, that algae is actually going to be enough to tie things up 1-1 as Strength brings it back. Mega health up again in a second. And Pavel gets I think a bit of rocket damage going on, and one more. But 2-1 for Strength is looking good for him. And maybe it's going to make things back up. Whoa, another one. Shotgun out for Pavel. He's not getting enough damage going. But yeah, as I was going to say, Strengths maybe having... What? Pavel's just throwing himself at him. I'm not allowed to finish my sentence. And Strength, this is definitely looking better than the way he was playing against Guard at the beginning of Lost World.
I mean, this I think this works for Pavel though. He's sort of forced himself onto that rocket launcher and now yellow armor as well. So I'm actually going to switch over and then we can see 100 to 50. So he's not doing too bad for himself. And with Mega coming up, maybe he could set up a bit of a surprise attack if Strengths come charging in. But of course, Strengths does have the better stack, so he does have to be careful. Those rockets are coming out. The jump up to that upper level comes out from Strengths, and he's going to live to find another day for the time being. As that would have certainly been Pavel's at one more rocket, I think. And at 4-1 now at the moment, as Pavel is looking good, 100 and 150. Gonna stick on him for a little while and wait for the next play as he edges out into this middle map. Maybe Strengths is going to charge out for the rocket launcher ammo, perhaps. Maybe that's what he's thinking. Or maybe he wants to wait for Mega, but that's certainly going to give away his position.
Definitely, and he knows that he's looming over that Mega health. Pavel doesn't go for the drop. He gets a bit of rocket damage as Strengths goes for the Mega health. Pavel still needs to get himself a lightning gun, so he might move his way over there. He's going to get this yellow. He's actually going a fairly aggressive on that side. Strengths shows his face, but these are great defensive rockets, and Pavel can move back whenever he finds a time to get that lightning gun. But that's really, finally, come on. Is it on your agenda or not?
Well, I think he's just waiting for Strengths maybe to come in aggressively. I mean, he's done it a couple of times now, Strengths. You saw it on the bounce pad. Even though Pavel thought maybe he's not going to come up now, Strengths came up. So I think Pavel was just playing to that, maybe just trying to feel out, see if Strengths is doing the same thing. find a pattern in his play perhaps, but unfortunately not that time. But he has.
Wow, that rocket was direct. Really nice there. LG fight going on. Pavel, is he going to be able to take it? No, and Strength still had a 50 health bubble he could have gone to behind him. So Strength increasing his lead a little bit more. That shotgun work was amazing. Is Pavel going to be able to finish it? There we are. 7 health left, 50 health bubble waiting below. This could be the beginning of something, but I'm not going to jinx it right away. The 25 health bubble. Yellow up. I don't know if he does might have some kind of routine going on with the items.
Yeah, we know where Strengths is as well. He's over by that other yellow. You can see it's just been picked up now as well. This could be caught out. The rocket wasn't good enough. There's a bit of LG coming out. This should still be a frag for Pavel. Switches out to the shotgun. There's the frag. 5-3. 2 frag deficit now. And we're not even halfway into this one. So still plenty of time for Pavel to work with. A lot of time before these next items. He could potentially get both yellows here if he has an eye on where Strengths is. But right now, I don't think he has any clue. AI's going to catch him out by this yellow armor. The frag comes out with the rocket launcher. He'll know the Strengths may be spawning on that side of the map. You can see him. Maybe he'll do the rocket jump up to find the frag. Prevent Strengths getting that LG. Surely going to be one if he can actually connect with it. 5-5 now, all tied up. As Pavel will, well, actually, Strength going to get in on the Mega. So, you know, Strength.
Oh, he's going to get caught down there on the side. Nice LG by Pavel. And he's got the lead now. This is fantastic play by him. I don't know how Strength is going to get out of this situation. Some good plasma could help him out. Pavel, 25 HP left. He's got to be so careful. He's going to get the frag. 7-5. Amazingly close play there. 50 health bubble up at the top. 5 seconds until red armor. Is Pavel going to go aggressive, look for loads of items and a frag, or is he just going to chill out for a bit and say, right, I'll just gather my thoughts, chill for a second, and actually letting Strength get that red armor? He did damage after, so it's kind of looking okay for him right now.
I mean, let's remember, we've said it all through the tournament and every tournament on account, so this is a very low scoring map. 7-5 is high in itself, but the more important thing here is more the 2 frag deficit that we need to focus on, and that is a winning deficit, you know, in favor of Pavel. So if Pavel can just hold his lead, keep position, just keep up the spam, maybe he can walk away with just this, but that is not too great rocket spam going toward red armor. Strength is going to take that for free, so switching on to him as he will set up for Mega.
You know, it is important for Strength to make things back. 3.5 minutes, plenty of time, and with this Mega in his hands, he's going to be looking absolutely great. But we've seen some phenomenal things from Pavel so far. I'm not going to rule him out. This comeback is definitely not guaranteed, and a nice couple of rockets here. Can he hit one more? He actually backs off the way Strength just came. Some more LG popping out. Pavel always just coming back and just edging a little bit more than Strength may be expecting. And I think now that Pavel is on 17 health, he should chill a little bit. But even so, he's got balls of steel at the moment. Mega health up in 5 seconds. I'm not sure if Pavel's really timing on these major items at all.
Yeah, I mean,
Mega at least.
Like with the 2 frag lead, all he has to do is play patient. You know, as long as there's a 50 HP bubble around one of the corners or a couple of 25s, he can just play, you know, the map, wait for the push in from Strength, which is eventually going to have to do. The closer we do hit that 10-minute mark is when we're going to see Strength go over aggressive, and it's that moment that Pavel then can convert it into an actual frag and make it, you know, a 1 frag difference there for Strength. Sorry, make it even more so.
Strength there, is he going to just jump for it? No, Pavel's already gone far out of the way. Pavel's, I think that rocket may have hurt a little bit. Pavel's hanging around just below 100. He's got some shots back onto. Strengths on the other hand on the Mega once again. 200, a fairly familiar sight we've seen with Strengths. Red armor up, but he doesn't need to go and collect it. This is time for him to be aggressive. Hits one fairly good rocket, and he does eventually go, okay, I'll back off. Still 2 minutes to go. I'm not making my move for just now.
Yep, and of course if you do find the frag in the right area, it can be very easy to find a frag off the spawn. If however, you find the frag in the middle area of the map, it could be even more difficult for Strengths because he's not going to be able to predict efficiently when Pavel's going to come back into the game. So it could also be about where Strengths actually takes the next fight, but maybe it won't even come. Pavel doing a very good job at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be surprised if Pavel just managed to click onto this, but on the other hand, Strength has got some work to do. Pavel is so good at just maneuvering around this map, he knows it so well, and you know, I feel like the fluidity in his play is just that much better than Strength, that he's holding his lead, and that's very little really when you compare the two. And Strength here being more aggressive. Pavel drops down, big rocket to the face, gonna slow down Strength even more. They're now on a tied stack. Red armor is gonna go, and maybe a Mega health could go for Pavel. but I don't even know if he's aware.
I mean, one of the other impressive things to look at is these players have not run out of rockets yet, and it's amazing to think that, you know, Pavel, out of control, can just walk away around the sides of the map and just pick up rocket ammo. But this isn't brilliant damage from Strengths, and there's the frag. 7-6 now. 40 seconds remaining.
Oh, the pummel!
Oh my God!
Wow.
Pummeled him 8-6. Holy crap!
That was insane. That was got to be one of the biggest plays of this game so far. If he did not switch to pummel, he would have been just a victim there. 20 seconds ago, he may have done enough. He's got to cling on 20 seconds. Strengths is surely going to be aggressive. He's looking for him. Pavel just needs to get this kill. Surely he can make it, but Strengths is going to back off. 10 seconds, and that is going to be it. Pavel is going to take map number 2 and a mutual frag just at the end. But wow, what a climax to Lost World. It is 1-1 in the grand final of this Sunday Cup.
Yeah, just forget about stats. All I want to say is, please somebody message 0QL on IRC now and tell him to make a FACEIT clip.
We want that.
I don't know whether you would title it fail, because it was almost just an amazing play rather than, you know what I mean?
It was like slightly greedy from Strengths, but just hilarity and just smart from Pavel. It was the right time to use the gauntlet. If there is a time to use it, it was then.
It's ridiculous. Like, most people will spawn and keep out the machine gun, try to do some damage, but no, Pavel straight away to gauntlet. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, you know what's about that? He's brought it 1-1, which means we're guaranteed a 4th map now, which means we're guaranteed Pavel's 2nd map pick.
Yeah, which would be Blood Run, as we are moving on to Strengths' Toxicity.
That's right, yeah.
Hopefully we can get over soon and keep things up again. Keep up this momentum. I'm pretty sure Pavel's going to be quite pumped now.
I bet at the beginning of that spawn he was thinking, oh my God, why did I get this spawn? And then probably the look on his face was similar to ours, I can almost imagine. But watching him at LAN, he's almost emotionless when he plays. I just like to picture him sort of once in a while. Shock on his face.
You can just imagine it inside. He's probably
he's thinking it inside. I don't know if it's on his face.
Doing a little dance.
It's there somewhere.
Well, we are on our 3rd map, just waiting for the players to get ready.
That's right.
Strengths, he's in the game, just like he was old tabbing, and we are going to see the ready up. The spam wants to get this underway ASAP, and I'm just looking forward to how this one's going to play out. I don't want to call anything, but going from aero walk, you would give Strengths the advantage. But map number 3 here in the grand final for FACEIT. Pavel versus Strengths.
Here we go.
We watch Pavel off the spawn.
Yeah, Pavel getting that rail pretty quickly, and the plasma red. Standard series of operations, but Strengths quickly going over, actually grabbing both yellows. So Pavel's maybe initial plan not going to plan. But he is going to have to do some work. And you know what? I'm not going to be overly surprised if this turns out to be something similar. Oh wow, Strengths moving in for a frag, but Pavel takes his own life instead. He might seek another. Pavel actually spawning on the red armor, which is good for him. So he's taking a bit of damage there, but it's not terrible. And he's actually, Strengths is out of position for this mega health. Nice recovery.
Yeah, I mean, you have a look at Strength. He's currently sat 150. That's a brilliant rocket, actually, to deal a slight bit of damage and some nice dodging of the railgun. If he can get onto this red armor, albeit a death pit,
nice.
Maybe, he could have been okay, but brilliant play by Pavel to counteract that.
Definitely. Pavel with another yellow to play below him. I think he wants great rail, taking the lead now, looking for the spawn, and Strengths actually going over by the railgun. Pavel's got to be a little bit sneaky. He's keeping his eyes on that lightning gun, making sure that Strengths isn't just going to jump on it. And this is good LG. He could pick up one more. And forget what I was just saying about it could go the same as Aerowalk. Maybe Pavel has really got confidence on Toxicity after that Lost World game.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, he's just feeling like taking chances,
Yeah.
That obviously worked on Lost World. Maybe he's thinking, well, I've got nothing to lose at the end of the day.
Play the lottery.
Yeah, mix things up a little bit. I could get quite lucky. So far, things have gone to plan for Pavel here. Nothing out of the ordinary, as that is a couple of nice railguns coming out from both players. The LG comes out, he's very low, the frag comes out from Strengths, 2-1. And what a good time to get it as well. There's going to be no way that anyone can contest this red, so this will be free. As I say that, a railgun, but doesn't really deal too much.
Yeah, Strengths is going to edge back, but he's still, in a great position with his health and armor. He's waiting for this top yellow. does grab its strengths though. He needs to hunt down. He needs to find at least a rail or something. It doesn't matter so much if he doesn't get the frag. He just needs to find some kind of damage going on. And Pavel is kind of just dancing his way around the floor. He does take a one shot there, and Strength tying things up 2-2. Mega health for Strength. Oh, but there's Pavel spawning down by red armor once again. Strength has got to be very careful. It looks like almost none of that plasma hit. Some good dodging, but nice trade on the rails as well. Pavel again getting caught out this teleporter exit. Can't finish the job off, and Strength is in the lead. Great, that was a little bit predictable stuff there. Don't know why Pavel went there so quickly. Slightly strange, but Strength's doing great.
Yeah, 150. Let's have a look at Pavel, currently with no armor. And although he is a 1 frag deficit, this is slowly but surely going to be 2 at this rate, as Strength has the possibility to just rail him at this moment. 80 HP. That is the threshold you need to be above. Those 5 HP bubbles are going to get him over there, but you know, any rail he takes is just going to put him in still an awkward situation. So it's probably going to come down to hopefully getting it on an item that Strength is just not able to move to, whether it rockets or even just dying and spawning on the other side of the map at this point.
Oh, be careful. I'm always running into a lot more of that shaft power. And 1 second until Strength with a great jump. He's going to get knocked off, and Pavel switches things around. What a surprise. Strength missing that rail. Pavel being really brave and going forward there for the LG. He's got to be careful here. He wants that 50 health bubble. Strength isn't below for any rocket damage. And again, so Pavel recovering nicely and eventually gets through those 2 little pillars to the yellow armor.
Yeah, I mean, it's moments like that that you kind of see his performance in Lost World again with the pummel, because that was brilliant air rocket. And we'll see if he's able now to convert this to the frag. I just want to quickly switch out. Oh no, I won't, because we are seeing a bit of an exchange. By this red armor, Strength is in that death pit. I don't know if he has a rocket launcher to back away, but he certainly has that LG to deal a massive amount of damage. And there's the rail as well. 50 HP. Yeah, putting down to -30. 4-2.
Yeah, and Pavel's just looking for plasma damage at the moment. Maybe a stray yellow that could be lurking somewhere. The Strength is going to be the one that gets it. Red armor soon, but Pavel's unlikely going to be able to challenge for it, because it is going to be the pit of death if he attempts to make it. And yep, Strength goes down it. Only benefit of 8 armor, but he's just doing it just so Pavel can't have it. Mega up in a moment. Pavel going to be allowed to have 1 yellow. That's his allowance for this
Sunday. Well, switch around to Pavel for a little bit. 29.50. I mean, again, he's just playing with nothing, and I'm just more impressed to see him stay alive for so long. It really is magnificent to watch, especially when you consider a player of Strength's caliber in terms of that raw aim when someone's just charging toward you. Pavel just has every map on lockdown, it seems, on the defensive side, but right now Strength is going to be able to pick up that red armor. Pavel going to try and rain down a bit of damage. 2 direct rockets there. That's certainly going to help. And the LG as well. Pavel feeling confident, maybe wants to pick up this frag. He won't get it just yet. Does he risk jumping to Mega though? That is the question. Or is Strength waiting below? No, Strength through the teleporter. The rail comes out. That is ballsy by Strength. Feeling confident, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. He made the move. It could possibly cost him quite a lot if he failed it, but he went for it. Pavel though with some plasma is able to hit a few balls at the end. 21 health left for Strength. He's going to run off 225 bubbles as well. So yeah, Strength was in trouble, recovers nicely. Pavel though, fair play, he's kept the scoreline low, but look at this aggression again. I think he wanted that yellow armor, couldn't get to it. And wow, Strength is playing with nothing at the moment. Oh, the rocket! Very nice. Pavel can race over to this red armor. Is Strength's going to back onto it? No, he can't make it. That was really nice. Pavel losing out on that red could have been absolutely devastating. Now he's actually able to chase off the spawn immediately for more frags.
Yeah, that 50 HP just taken by Strength. The air rocket narrowly missing, but he will manage to pick up the frag instead on those stairs. Maybe even a second one by this yellow at the teleporter. 6-5. Now, first time we've seen Pavel in the lead here on toxicity. Let's bear in mind, I believe he was -1 at one point.
No, he took a 2-5 lead.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Oh, but Strength tying things up again. Nice stuff from him. But again, he took the frag and a mega, but Pavel had a really nice spawn there, so I wouldn't be surprised if Pavel gets the next flag now. It's going back and forth quite a lot, but the LG is good, and the rail as well from Strength is nice. Rockets out by Pavel. It was close. That damage that Strength did earlier with the lightning gun really gave him the position, the advantage in that fight. And he is going to back off. Red armor up in a moment.
Yeah, he wants this, but he doesn't want to get caught out by a railgun or a rocket beating out from Pavel by the Mega Health sign. Since we also know he has a bit of time to get over the Mega and deal some damage, I think. As you can see there, the spam coming out. I'm not quite sure if he connected with a heavy shot, but he's dealing enough damage anyway, and that's an unfortunate missed pickup of that yellow armor from Pavel. So he's going to have to eat that one up as well. And the 225s, I mean, Pavel's just having to take everything on the map at the moment, and in some ways this could work out to his favor. If he does find the frag or he does go down and Strengths is low, then, you know, Strengths is going to have nothing to top up with.
Yeah, that's the danger of really being such a close start lead. Oh, Strength does get it, but, you know, straight away Red armor pick up Strength. But that's not the kind of moment that Pavel was looking for. Pavel jumping over. Is he going to be able to get another direct rocket? He gets a good one and moves on to Mega Health. 5 HP for Strength, no 25 health bubbles. Pavel, this could be the moment he's been waiting for. Look at these, even these 5 health bubbles are pretty damn appetizing for Strengths.
Yeah, so I'm going to switch on to Pavel as we see if he can take down that 20 HP on Strengths body at the moment. He will connect with a railgun. I assume Strengths found a bit of armor or some health. But here comes the jump up. The frag comes in. The self-kill from Strengths. 7-6, 1 frag deficit. Brilliant prediction rocket as well. Didn't instead fire it at the feet of Strengths. And now...
Oh, it's a close Strengths there. He goes in and... That's not going to close any doors just yet, but that's definitely going to prolong the agony for Pavel. Pavel with the red armor up. He has got the algae. He has got some items. We're going to see, I think, a pretty intense last minute maybe similar to that of Lost World. Strengths has got to be so careful at the moment. Time is really approaching the end.
Yeah,
He's in trouble.
He has no railgun and he has practically no way of backing out. Look at the position he's in compared to Pavel, and you could see there very calm and composed as he will find that 7th frag now. 1 frag deficit.
He went into the he went into the slime. Amazing there, and careful there. Strengths has got to be on the run because Pavel is well on the way to taking this one. 8-7, massive play here by Pavel. Red armor over there. Strengths spawns in that general direction, but all Pavel has to do is hold off for another 20 seconds. He has just got to defend. Strengths is going to be on the rush. Pavel is just going to be trying to stop him. Nice rockets. This algae fight could finish it all for him. Strengths misses the rail and calls GG. Massive play there. Pavel takes away map number 3, which was Strengths' pick. And just stunning stuff here by Pavel. Really, really impressed. Was not expecting the toxicity to go his way, but he, again, like many people today, proving me wrong and taking the map in style. I
mean, we've just seen such good defensive play when it mattered from Pavel. Yeah. So good at waiting for that right opportunity and then really does capitalize on it. It's brilliant to see. Definitely performing well for the deliberate murder side. I know those guys, of course, from the TDM scene as well. So good to see these guys performing. Hopefully Strengths can bring things back so we go to a 5th map afterwards.
But, you know, Pavel is 1 map away from stardom.
He is on tournament point now, on tournament map, I guess you would call it. $100
money
go
map.
to the winner of this match. Money map. $25 to the loser right now, looking to be Strengths. But, you know, maybe Strengths has it in him. Of course, probably the most successful online player, as we always say, in terms of, you know, the last year and a half.
That's right.
So, definitely
I think
has
he
it
won
in
like
him.
40 to 50 Zotac Cups.
It's really ridiculous,
which is a huge amount. He's made a healthy living from that.
But just waiting for the guys to ready up now.
Are they going to be ready for this now? I think Pavel maybe just cycling himself up a little bit. He's like, whoa, I'm 2-1 against Strengths in the finals. Why wasn't I doing this a few months ago? Yeah.
So, I mean, again, guys, you know, if you haven't already, check out FACEITtv.com. You can also follow the social media platforms. Twitter is FACEITcom with a single M. YouTube is FACEITcom with a single M. And Facebook is FACEIT Community. Or just check the stream. It's all there, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's all there.
And as well, you know, make sure you go to esreality.com. That's one of your main hubs for QuakeLive news. And, you know, almost, I would guess, rumours in some ways. And also the Reddit, QuakeLive subreddit.
That's right, yeah, it's all over the place really, you can't avoid it anymore.
And of course QuakeLive.com if you want to play. You need that of course to enter the FACEIT Cups.
QuakeLive do have their own Facebook page as well. They do tweet about stuff going on, so you can always check them out as well. And
but if you haven't already, guys, make sure you go to the FACEIT.com website and fill out your profile. And I think eventually you're going to have stream embedding and stuff like that. But I think that's a little bit in the future.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what we've got at the moment.
That in the future, that would be very cool.
In that respect, guys, leave your feedback and comments on the stream so far, what you're thinking. But guys, we are going live on the potential map for the win of Pavel here in the first ever QuakeLive Sunday Cup on FACEITtv, as presented by myself, NVC, and Zoo, watching Strengths here, the man who has to take this map, which is Pavel's map, might I add, to go to a fifth and final one.
Did Pavel there take a bit of damage? Yeah, he did. Whoa, that rail was absolutely out of this world. Can you hit some more of that, please? I like that. And he's looking over just at the red armor that will be spawning next. Strengths trying to get a bit of a position onto it. Oh, changing to the wrong weapon there, but Pavel actually picks up frag number 1 on a blood run. He's gonna get this red armor. Got to be careful not to be too late to mega health, but I'm sure that is at the front of his mind at the moment. Strengths nowhere to be seen. He's actually gone and grabbed that top yellow. Pavel, here he goes, coming off again. Strengths, oh, some nice defensive rockets. Pavel's got to be careful. He looks for a stray rail, not going to get it. Strengths has already left the building. Red armor next. Pavel's got to be careful. Yep, there's no rail lurking below. And he is safe once again, but he could be on a bigger stack at this point. Strengths is fighting nicely just then.
Yeah, we're going to have a look. 43 to 70 for Strengths at the moment. So yeah, Strengths not looking too strong compared. He just need to find some HP. Whoa. He's going to be pushed slightly by Pavel, but the 225s are up on this side of the map. He doesn't have a time on that 50 HP bubble, which he needs to try and get if he is playing out of control without the mega health. It's imperative you have times on those health bubbles. But for now, at least, he's not looking too shabby. As we've got a bit of time before the next items. Pavel in control of that upper yellow. Whether he'll push out or not, we'll see. But either way, Strengths can't go pick that up. So he's going to work with what he's got, and 174 armor. Right. It's just fine, isn't it?
It's looking pretty decent. I mean, he needs some more rocket ammo, but no, he's looking just fine now. And he can challenge really any major item he wants. He's just got to be wary. Very, very wary. Gonna get, there he is, finally finds the time to move over there, spots the rail angle, but neither of them are gonna hit it. And Pavel is gonna just extend his stack to 200. Strength there, trying to play a sneaky, listening out any sound cues. Is Pavel around the corner? He's actually at the top. Both of them share a rail, and Strength hits 2 in a row. 3 make it. The rockets are coming out, and this is great though by Pavel. He's also returning fire. It's going to be a close call here. Who's going to get a frag? It is going to be Pavel. Missing the jump though. What's the spawn going to be like from Strengths? Is he going to be able to challenge? No, it looks like not. Red armor is going to go to Pavel, and wow, those grenades just coming in at good time, doing a tiny bit of damage. Also, I think that was mostly the lightning gun there being effective.
We're seeing some good positioning from Pavel. He's always moving to find the next shot with that railgun, and the same from Strengths. It's almost watching 2 similar players play right now, because we're not seeing any aggressive pushes really. This LG is very calm there. He's going to wait for it. The 225's positioning himself to use these to his advantage. He's going to enable him to find that frag as well. He's going to fail the jump. He's going to crater. 10 points of health eliminated, -3. Oh my god.
The smiles in this room are pretty hilarious right now. That was comical, and Strengths is going to be gutted. Like that's a tough plasma jump to make though. 2 balls, difficult stuff.
I mean, you can practice it all the time in the world, but you're never going to get it every time. And right now we're seeing LG on LG. Neither player wanting to give it up. It will be Strengths to find it as well. Just 7 HP, the 25 putting him up to 32. He's way too early for mega health.
Early or late. I don't know if that was close. Oh, nice rail there by Pavel, picking up another frag. He's got that red armor, and hopefully he can keep that timing of mega a secret from Strengths for a bit longer. That is really solid, LG. 4-1, great play. Looking for the spawn frag again, and he's got all the items, the weapons that he needs at the moment. He should maybe think about some denials here. That LG, he can keep his eye on it. Red armor soon though, that might distract him a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just going to switch on the Strengths and see where he is, if he's going to be able to make a challenge. Maybe look for the rail up top. If he goes through the teleport, he'd be risking almost everything here, Strengths. He needs to, well, actually with 70 HP, he doesn't have anything to risk, let's be honest, but a death, because here it comes as well. Yeah, 4 frag deficit as Pavel picks up that 5th one, narrowly missing the railgun by those stairwell. And right now Pavel can pretty much take everything on the map if he wants. He doesn't have a way in for at least the next minute.
No, not at all. Pavel is just so solidly stacked. This is looking really difficult for Strengths. He takes a rail shot, goes through teleporter, and Strengths says, nothing I can do. Does that say something about somebody's confidence halfway through this map? and he's just saying, you know, I just don't want to say excuse.
Well, at the end of the day, I mean, like, you know, these players are playing online. They're used to a certain latency, and when they're out of the comfort zone, they sometimes get worked up over something they need to just get on with.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, right now, it is working on one of the players, but, you know, Strength still has experience playing at this latency, so I have full confidence in him able to bring this back. And again, this only proves we need more QuakeLive LAN events in the future if players are having problems. But at 6-1, Pavel is certainly looking very strong. We've still got 5 minutes for Pavel to hold on.
This is so solid though from him. He's not making errors, and it's Strengths right now is just struggling with absolutely everything. He can't get really any item. There's the yellow that's going to be up, and Pavel's going to grab that. Mega and red at the same time. It's going to be interesting to see how Pavel's going to try and manipulate Strengths here. If he hit maybe another rail, he might even die here. I'm not. Oh, he looks up the top angle, and yeah, Strengths has gone away. He's going to get 1 yellow. Oh, hurrah.
So whilst Pavel picks up the Mega, we're going to switch back on towards Strengths and watch him, because he has to find these 5 frags in the next 4 minutes and 10 seconds. So we'll stick on him for as long as we can, and maybe he can amount some kind of armor stack as we see Pavel jump up. He's going to take a bit of rocket, but that's not the connection Strengths really wants to find, and he is railable. Pavel's certainly going to find the frag.
Nice,
7-1, a brilliant play indeed. The rocket jump toward the red armor comes out, and
yeah, this is Strengths has got himself a yellow, but was it really worth going in there for it? Maybe he should have just backed off. And you know, the more times he's doing is taking items and being punished for it, the longer it's going to take to make a comeback, and eventually the clock's going to tick down. Pavel, easy road now to red armor. Is he going to just hover around this sort of grenade launcher area? He doesn't even need to. Red's been taken so soon.
I mean, right now, you doesn't actually need to sort of pick up the red armor in future. You could effectively, Pavel here, just sit behind the pillar, behind red. Strengths will see, oh, it's free, and I really need this to come back, and maybe he could find the frag that way. So Pavel's in that situation now with 3 minutes remaining where he can play with his stack and try and do things you wouldn't normally do, and I think that's exactly what we might end up seeing. Wow, dropping down is like one of them, isn't it? As he,
and Strengths doesn't even realise that there's a mega health behind it. I don't know if he would have had enough health to get onto it, but he maybe could have tried. And Strength says, GG, well played.
So your first ever FACEIT QuakeLive Sunday Cup champion is going to be Pavel. I don't think...
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't think anybody expected that when they saw Strength sign up. So, I mean, what an event it's been. He's going to be taking home $100. Strengths will be getting 25.
He doesn't go home empty-handed, does he?
Yeah, not empty-handed at all, but I'm sure he'll be disappointed. Everyone wants to win the first cup of something. And
yeah, well, especially when you're Strengths. I know that he really had something he wanted to prove there. But it just shows how far Pavel has come in the recent months. He's doing so enormously well at the moment. He's performing insanely well at LAN. Online, he's participating in so many tournaments, whatever the game type is. He's just so active, and I'm not going to be surprised he can challenge absolutely anybody right now. He's that much on form.
Definitely. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing him in future FACEIT Cups, of course. I want to thank all of you for obviously tuning in tonight and throughout this afternoon as well, watching the first ever FACEIT QuakeLive Cup. If there was any issues or problems with the website or stream early on, please know that we will be fixing it in the future, and if you do have any feedback, requests or anything, we'll get all that sorted. But for now, I want to make sure everybody in this room knows they've done an awesome job with the FACEIT platform and with this cup today. Graphics, stream, commentary, getting us over. That's awesome. Thank you very much. And yeah, from all of us here, I guess we'll see you all next weekend. Thank you.
Yeah, so take care, guys.